The usual, guess, the Nigerian Ghanaian fight is everywhere. It's hard to not find Nigerians and Ghanaians clashing or disagreeing on different things at every point, every now and then. Like, why? We might just need one day to like bring together Nigerians and Ghanaians in one place and let Nigerians and Ghanaians sort this out physically, and let's settle this once and for all. Welcome to another video, guys. How are you all doing? As for me, you can see I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm in good spirit today, and I thought to bring you this hearty conversation. It's a lot, a mix of humor and some serious talk as well. So welcome back to the channel. If you're coming by for the first time, I'm Virtue Grace, the African storyteller. I tell stories like this. I also do lifestyle and travel related content, and that's if you're coming by for the first time and you are seeing me for the first time. Have you subscribed? If no, click on the subscribe button, subscribe, and select all. That way you will always be the first to know when I post a new video or I do a live stream. Okay? And for my returning Vert loves, thank you so much for always coming back, guys. I love you all so much. You know that, right? You know. So I was on Twitter and I came across a tweet by one Kalu Aja, Mr. Kalu Aja, sir. And what he posted caught my attention and the conversation it generated. So and then I remember that I had made a video talking about owning our narratives and telling our stories. So I was like, okay, let's talk about it here as well. So he made this post. It's a jacket, a West African hunter's jacket, and this is what he said. Saw this authentic West African hunter's jacket for sale in the US. Price, guess how much? $4,500 US. Okay, so that was a tweet he made, and then of course the pictures of the hunter's jacket is here. Let's first look at this jacket. Okay, looking at this hunter's jacket, you see it has on it some amulets, and some cowries, it is made out of like jute materials. Is it jute? Some like locally sourced materials from around the environment. It's an eco-friendly material, a very good piece of art if you ask me, and it's here on sale for 4,500 USD in US. So when you look at the conversation it generated, we are going to discuss all of that. So first of all, someone said, where would one wear this stuff to? Just curious. So Kalu replied and said, it's art. Of course it's art. So looking at this jacket itself, it's a piece of culture, it's a piece of history, from West Africa. And as we progress, you're going to understand why I said from West Africa, because our forebears were quite advanced. They had their way of life, their advanced systems of interaction with society, with their environment, sourcing materials locally to design outfits that they put on, like you can see in this West African hunter's jacket. And you look at the designs or the accessories on this jacket, you see amulets, you see cowries, and basically this was kind of like meant to protect them as they went out hunting, to bring goodwill, to bring good luck, and all of that. This also again affirms the fact that before Christianity and Islam came, our forebears had their own systems of belief and spirituality, which they upheld and believed in, until Christianity and Islam came and told us that these were not good, these were demonic, and by all means should be done away with. Ironically, some of these remains of our cultural identity and historical existences are sitting somewhere in the West. Like I said in that previous video, they are sitting in Western museums and generating tons of money for the Western world on a daily basis. Some of us Africans even go all the way from Africa to those museums to see those arts that were actually put together, designed, and exhibited by our own forebears. The Great Benin Kingdom, several kingdoms across Africa were invaded, and those were carted away by Europeans and all. So yeah, back to our conversation. So this here is a piece of art. Okay, you see a well-designed jacket using locally sourced materials meant to bring good luck and protection, that was used by hunters and maybe some warriors who went to war and all of that. Now it is displayed somewhere in the West, in US, and such a high price tag is put on it. Now let's look at the conversation further and see our mindset and how a lot has changed ever since the time of our forebears. Now, the next comment really got me laughing because it's actually a meme, and someone says, on my way to steal Baba Gbogumi jacket. Baba Gbogumi jacket, because, you know, that's a hunter's jacket. So the meme is, I really laughed. Someone else said, one Onyibo will buy it now and be seeing things in his dream. Okay, so that this comment is informed by the mindset we have as Africans. You know, we believe that based on our acceptance of Christianity and Islam, we believe now that this African spirituality is bad, is evil, is demonic. So any acceptance or even interaction with it in any way at all is going to, you know, cause us some spiritual repercussions. Like someone is saying here, you sleep and start seeing things in the dream, maybe like having demonic dreams and all of that. So you see another person said, I don't see business. Next is to open a store on Amazon and Etsy and start selling these. You see, one thing with Nigerians is our business mindset. Like anything we see that, oh, opportunity to make money, it's a business opportunity, I have to make money from it. Even me, when I saw it, I was like, okay, a West African hunter's jacket, $4,500. Wow. Okay, so he said it here, said, LOL, everybody don't chook eye for this my small business. Small time now, the market go cast. Just like everyone now is selling digital art on Etsy. I beg you, make una no go cast this one for me, Mbiko. Basically, he's saying that now everyone is looking at his business. He might be having fun, but then he's saying that now everyone is looking at this business that he has been doing, and very soon everyone will be into selling, you know, West African hunters jacket. That please, people shouldn't go into the business. He wants to be on it alone. Of course, Twitter is a place where people banter, laugh, fight, and all of that. Some people, you know, even when they are saying being serious, you might not know, but I can sense it 90% that he's only just, you know, having fun about it. The next person says, LOS, white folks don't find it hard to put a price tag on stuff they consider to be valuable. The interesting part is that there are folks that are ready to pay. That's the fact. The truth is, we Africans, right, we don't place premium or value on the things we have until we lose them, okay, or until other people accept the things that we have and place premium on them. That's when we begin to see the value in it. It's a kind of, it's a place where colonialism has brought us, where we feel inferior, even in our own things, in our own cultural expressions. We feel they are inferior, and then we embrace other things as superior until it's just like we're just depending on people to tell us who we are, to place value on who we are. That's what I said in the previous video, that we need to go back and own our narratives, our stories, and own them and tell our stories as they are, okay? Now, the next one says, something bonus suppose we go trend for 1 year straight. So this comment is making reference to the Met Gala that held previous days ago. Burna Boy was there, Thames was there as well. So what Burna Boy wore, a lot of people reacted. They felt like he should have done something more Afrocentric, you know, to showcase African art as expressed in fashion, not putting on what he was. So this person has echoed that thought again and said Burna should have worn something like this West African hunter's jacket, and he would have trended for like a month straight if he had worn it. It makes sense. What do you think? Drop a comment. What do you think? Another person says it looks bullet repellent, LOL. Another person says hard to imagine someone buying it to wear unless the occasion is a costume party. Yeah, it could be used as a costume to costume parties, or to the Met Gala, like someone suggested in the previous comment, you know, or to cultural events that require you to dress in a certain, you know, cultural manner. Then another person says, let me supply at less than 50% of the price. They would need a lot of it in their catalog. You see, Another business opportunity for a Nigerian here. He said, well, he's going to supply at less than 50% of the price they've attached to this particular one, and they're going to need a lot of it in their catalog. Like, opportunities, Nigerians are money. Una too like money, Nigerians. Like, everything, business opportunity, way to make money to hammer. You people should be calming down, be calming down small. Another person says the high price is cause of those amulets, juju for protection. Yeah, you think so? I think it's just because it's a piece of art, like the author of the post said. It's actually because it's a piece of art. It's a historical piece as well. So people who really value and appreciate art and culture, they place premium on cultural and art pieces, so to say. That's why, if you ask me, the price is high like that. So as the conversation was going, you are seeing the comments, reading, laughing, pausing to think and reflect and all of that. Then comes the usual, guess, the Nigerian Ghanaian fight is everywhere. It's hard to not find Nigerians and Ghanaians clashing or disagreeing on different things at every point, every now and then. Like, why? We might just need one day to like bring together Nigerians and Ghanaians in one place and let Nigerians and Ghanaians sort this out physically, and let's settle this once and for all. What do you think? Drop a comment. Okay, so here is a comment that a Ghanaian made. He said that outfit is from Ghana, worn by the Ashantis in the 1910s war. Okay, so when he made this post, the author of the post commented Ivory Coast. So apparently he's correcting this Ghanaian brother that made this post, that the jacket is actually from Ivory Coast. Another person commented quickly, the Yorubas also use it. My grandfather has exactly something like that. That's how it starts and that's how it progresses. Let's continue. Another person says it's safe to say it's from West Africa. Yes, because the author of the post actually said a West African hunter's jacket. Someone came and said it belongs to Ghanaians, Ashantis, and then the controversy and the conversation has ensued. Now, listen to this. It is safe to say it's from West Africa. It is worn by the Kamajors in the southeast of Sierra Leone during the Civil War. You see, Sierra Leoneans are also coming out that they also have it. Someone else says, Ghanaians always try to make everything about themselves. Well, I think everybody tries to make everything about themselves. I feel like it's all in the efforts to like tell your story and own your narrative. Okay, so as much as possible, if something represents or resonates with your cultural identity as expressed in maybe the food, in the clothes, music, anything, please own it and amplify it, because nobody's going to tell your story more than you do. Okay, and if you feel like you also have it, also say it. So honestly, I don't see anything wrong with the Ghanaian person saying, because personally I've also had opportunities online to share things that resonated with my culture. The other day I saw a post that someone made about a particular soup that is eaten in Sierra Leone, in Cameroon, and we also have the soup in my culture. So I was like, oh, we also have this in our culture. We call the soup agay. For those of you who are TV, you know agay. So they also eat it in Cameroon with swallow. Idoma people call it okoho, you see. So we have cultural intersection. So as much as possible, when you see a cultural piece that resonates with your own culture, please, by all means, amplify it and tell your story. Okay. Another person said, not only in Ghana, I have seen it on most hunters here in Ondo State, Nigeria. It's a West African thing. Ghanaians always trying hard to make everything about themselves. I don't think so. It's not about making anything about anyone's self. The guy was only telling his story, okay? He was only sharing it with you. And someone says, listen to this one here. It ties to what I said at the beginning of this video. Listen. So why are you guys fighting over demonic outfits now? We need reorientation of our mindset. In this part of the continent, my Ashanti people always wants to claim everything, both good and evil. This one is like, this comment is coming from a Ghanaian anyway. But you see, the first part of his comment says, why are you guys fighting over a demonic outfit? Goes back to the point I made at the beginning of this video about how religion, Christianity and Islam have made us dissociate from our African spirituality. And I'm not holding it against anybody, I'm just saying the facts as it is, okay? So for this person, it's a demonic outfit, while others see it as a piece of art, while others see it as a piece of historical and cultural relic. You see, someone says Ashantis and bragging. This one is like, these are Ghanaians, so I don't know about Ashantis and bragging. Ghanaians would know better. If you're a Ghanaian, drop a comment. Are these claims that Ashantis like to brag and claim everything, both good and evil? Is it true? Are the claims true? Drop a comment, okay? Now let's go on. LOL, it's common outfit in West Africa. Nigeria, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, etc., Sierra Leone, exactly. So it's a West African thing, and that again goes to show the cultural intersections we have across, you know, Africa, West Africa, Southern Africa, everywhere. And this should, you know, serve as a unifying factor. Things like this should serve to unify us, not to break us or separate us any further. When we see these similarities, we should understand that, okay, we are actually the same people. Maybe we just slight cultural variations and all, but nothing major. So why do we let these things separate us? There's no need for fighting. We are the same people, honestly. Anyway, next comment says, that's not jollof rice, bro. You see? Jollof war everywhere. So he's telling him that this is not jollof rice war, so he should hold his peace. No, people should tell their stories. And someone else says there was no Ghana in 1910. Okay, referring to the guy's comment, he says that the jacket is from Ghana and was worn by the Ashantis in the 1910s war. So this person saying there was no Ghana in 1910s, maybe you might need to educate yourself, because if he's saying it was in the Ashanti War of 1910, the Ashanti Kingdom existed before, you know, the colonial invasion and then eventual merging of the different regions in Ghana to make it Ghana. It was Gold Coast and then it became Ghana. Okay, so the Ashanti Kingdom was a kingdom that had ruled for several decades or before the colonization and all of that. Okay, so you might need to educate yourself. Ghanaians, Ashantis, have I done a bit of justice explaining this point? If I've not, then drop a comment and educate us further, okay? That's pretty much it. Like I said earlier, I found it was hilarious and it was also profound at the same time. So I thought to share it with you guys and kind of, you know, just laugh and at the same time spark some conversation around it. So what do you think? Do you have something similar like this in your own culture? Which part of Africa is that? Drop a comment, I'd like to know. And on that note, I say thank you guys for watching. If you've not subscribed, remember to subscribe, okay? Tap on the bell, select all. That way you'll always be the first to know when I post a new video or I do a live stream, okay? For those of you returning, thank you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay safe, healthy, below abiding. I'm Virtue Grace, the African storyteller. Bye. Mwah.